one's wearing camouflage.
I was getting all freaked out because I couldn't find him. He's wearing camouflage.
You couldn't find him. We're in a mall. Was he dressed as a Sbarro's?
So that night, right, we all get in the car to go to the show, and Joe starts telling the story, and I'm listening, and I'm trying to be on his side, I really am. But I'm like, wait a minute, can we just stop and look at it from this teen boy's point of view? I was like, he's hanging out in the mall with his friends, and out of nowhere comes this sweaty, spiky-haired, big-nosed Italian goblin, like, practically joking, calls him a fuckface, demands that he acknowledge that he's famous, and then dives into a pair of Chino, like some fucked up Chino leprechaun. I was like, dude, that's the stuff of nightmares. You're the bad guy here, not that kid.
Kids today.
No, okay.
This is what it is like. Our real life is like this with each other. Like, people are always like, oh, is your real life like the show? It is, and it's terrible. It's no way to live. But I'm gonna show you an example. I'm about to play you a video, okay? You were never supposed to see this. My niece, Amaya, was running for prom queen of her high school this year, and I went to them and said, hey, would you mind making a quick video of encouragement for my niece? She's gonna post it to her socials so she lobbies for votes. And they said yes, okay? But this is what it's like being friends with these people. Take a look at this.
Hey! Some of you may know or not, but my niece Amaya, the hot one.
Yeah, she's coming along.
Oh, right. 2, 1. Hey! So my niece Amaya.
It's diverse. Is she Spanish?
She is.
I got all mine. Oh, they got the whole line. 3, 2, 1, hold on!
Hey! So my niece Amaya is running for prom queen of your high school, Susan Wagner, and I just want you to know that she's a great girl and she'd be a great prom queen. She is smart and fun and responsible. I love her so much, and so I just want to give her, we wanted to give her our vote of confidence. Vote for Amaya for prom queen. You guys want to say anything at all?
What do I want to say? Vote for the hot one, Alina!
But no! But if we could just do a clean one where you act polite and just give a little encouragement, and then that's it. You don't have to go act polite. You have to be edgy or anything like that. Just, there it is. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Hey! So my niece, did you say I said hey! I said hello.
I said hello.
Don't say hello.
Don't say hello?
No, don't say hello.
I took a 14-year-old to my prom.
Stop saying
Yeah, she was a freshman. Her birthday was in December.
Sounds fun. You can't do that.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Hey! What's up? Vote for Amaya. I'm out.
Hey everyone, my niece Amaya is running for prom queen this year, and I just want to say that I think you should vote for her, and these guys do too. And she's great, and she'll make a good prom queen. You'll be proud, and I know you have different choices, but I'm telling you, Amaya's the best. I love her, and so I just want to I know things are going on. No,
You can totally use that.
Can you just suck this tea?
She lost. By a landslide.
Did I ever tell you the guys about the time I slept head to toe with a 65-year-old Russian man? No, I didn't.
She replies like you told her.
Last year I bought a house in Virginia and I wanted to take my parents down to go see it, right? But it was the weekend of that crazy storm, the bomb cyclone that came up the East Coast and knocked everything out. We were supposed to fly down there and I said, you know what? Let me rent a car, I'll hire a driver, take my folks and I. It actually worked out better. It saved me $400. The flight would have been $1,200, driving was $800.
Does anybody know what the fuck he's talking about? You said you were going to tell a story about a Rush man, now you're doing an Expedia.com commercial. I mean, you're trying to talk about savings. Do you have a promo code?
Get to it, right? So the driver I hired was a guy named Sammy, lovely guy, drives us sometimes for the TV show, a Russian man, 65 years old, very nice guy.
Yeah, he looks like an Eastern European vampire though.
Yes.
This is him.
There he is.
That's it.
Guys, the picture's not pixelated, that's what he looks like.
He looks like someone that like Liam Neeson has to get his daughter back from. You know?
He looks like he said this sentence before. Maybe you cut the red wire. Maybe you cut the blue wire. Maybe both go boom boom.
Anyways, Sammy's driving us down there, so the four of us are in his car on I-95, and we get at 7 p.m. at night, right?
7 p.m. I'm sorry, there was no context there.
Yeah.
That's what he sounds like.
It doesn't sound like that.
He sounds like Count Chocula.
That's not Count Chocolate, that's a Count from Sesame Street.
The Count. He sounds like a Count.
You're right, though. He sounds exactly like that. Like when we drive, they'll be like, "Oh, the traffic was backed up for miles."
Anyways, right, the bomb cyclone comes up, shuts the whole highway down. They force thousands of cars.
Thousands of cars. Uh-oh. I found a fun little game for myself.
They force us off the road into this little town called Port Deposit, Maryland, whoever that is.
Port Deposit.
Yeah.
Okay. At home, between my mattresses, since I was a teenager, is a VHS cassette that my parents better not find. It's called Port Deposit.
Right? Let me tell you about Port Deposit. This town has no restaurants, no hotels.
0 restaurants.
All right.
There's nowhere to go. The only place open in the whole town is this little dive biker bar called Jumbo Jimmy's Crab Shack. Here it is.
That's what you call a dive biker bar? It's a minivan. It looks like an Applebee's.
Also, I believe Jumbo Jimmy was the star of that movie, Port Deposit.
And he already has crabs.
Right? We'd been on the side of the road stuck for hours. We had no place to go. So we pull in. I was like, you know what, Mom and Dad, let me check the place out first. Because the Murrays are not exactly biker bar material. This is what we look like. Okay? A goddamn Gap commercial.
Here's the thing. Everybody's smiling in this photo, but no one looks happy.
It looks like it could be anybody's guess on who has a penis and who has a vagina.
Wait. It looks like a same-sex wedding photo, but I can't tell you who's marrying who.
It looks like the movie poster for Get Out 2.
Yeah, with a white twin.
That's the Murrays.
I go in to check the place out, right? Sure enough, it's full of smoke. There's like loud metal music playing on the radio. It's crazy.
Metal music.
Yeah.
Loud metal music playing.
Metal, yeah.
Metal. Oh no, metal. Murray's version of metal is Maroon 5. Just playing too loud, like slightly too loud.
He walks into Jumbo Jimmy's with his family. It's like, I was so high I didn't recognize. He's like, stay back, Mom and Dad. I said trouble. That woman's smoking a Capri cigarette. So much smoke. These people might have moves like Jagger.
Uh-oh, that's an acoustic version of She Will Be Loved playing. Look out!
A ball fight broke out. The Murrays were like, "Let's get to it."
I go up to the bartender. I said, "Excuse me, is the kitchen open? Can we still order food? It's so late." She looks up at me. She goes, "Oh my God, Murr?" And I said, "What's up, fuckface?" Right? That's how you do it. Right? Get this, they reopened the kitchen, they put on a spread for my parents and I. The whole place recognizes me. I ended up taking like 1 million photos. The place erupts when they see me. It was really cool. What?
Jumbo Jimmy, shut the fuck up. Jumbo Jimmy in Port Deposit erupted.
Yeah.
Would have been a better joke if these people had a room. That was you owe everybody $5. I'm sorry.
Look, I took charge of the situation like a boss.
Why would you encourage the people that just ruined the show for everybody else?
It's a funny sentence. Anyways,
It wasn't,
they
though.
reopened the kitchen.
Wasn't.
They changed all the music in the place to Sinatra for my father. How cool is that, right?
Oh, like just regular rock and roll.
We still had no place to stay. It's like 2 in the morning at this point, nowhere to go. The lady says, "Don't worry, my friend Ruthie has a place nearby. You can stay there."
Roofie.
Not Ruthie.
Don't go to Roofie's, kids. Kid, don't go to Roofie's.
I've been there. I had a great time. I don't remember much, but it was fun.
Maybe check it out.
She says, Ruthie is this 70-year-old nurse. She lives alone in a big old house. It's 2 in the morning. It doesn't matter. She doesn't know the TV show, but go there. She'll welcome you in. So we went.
You went?
Yes.
That's not a red flag for you? That seems like an odd situation that a 70-plus-year-old woman who lives alone is just ready to accept all comers from Jumbo Jimmy's Crab Shack at the first sign of a storm. Like she's there waiting? That's peculiar.
Well, I don't know what to do. We had nowhere to stay, right? We drive to Ruthie's house, and get this, the woman is so lovely. Get this. We walk in, she's got deodorants laid out for us, mouthwashes, toothbrushes for us.
Are you sure you didn't go to a CVS?
She's got 4 of everything just for us.
4 of deodorant.
I was wondering if you were going to bring that back.
That didn't freak you out?
What?
That didn't freak you out? That's a major red flag.
What?
You get there and she's got individually laid out deodorants and toothbrushes for you people? That sounds demonic to me. What was that call like when she got it? Hello, how many do you have for me tonight? You have 4? Oh, send them over. Send them over. I have a plan. I'll lay out the toothbrushes and the deodorants now. So when they enter, they'll feel nice and comfortable before I suck their souls out through their assholes.
The Murrays have
You watch way too many movies.
The Murrays have no souls. Anyways, my parents stayed in the guest bedroom, so lovely. There was no other bed, so Sammy and I slept head to toe on the pull-out sofa. The next day, we continued driving down
What
to
do you mean
Virginia.
the next day?
What?
You finally got to the part of you sleeping head to toe in the bed with Sammy, the Russian.
Yeah.
You just skirt by it now? This is what the whole story's about. You gave us bullshit details that we didn't even... I saved $800, and then we went in, there was metal music playing, they changed that to Sinatra. Did I mention there was light smoke in the air? Anyway, me and Sammy take off our clothes and get into bed. Next morning... Shut up!
That's like your story being, once upon a time, the end.
There's a detail I left out. You're right. My mother was so terrified of Ruthie that she slept with a Wells Fargo pen clutched in her hand the whole night in case she had to use it as a shiv.
So your mom did think that something was up
Well,
with
yeah,
her?
it's a strange situation. So the next day, we continued driving down to
Wait,
Virginia.
you still skipped over it, buddy. I'm trying to help you, man.
What?
Tell me about you sleeping with an old Russian there. Head to toe.
Well, the next morning, we were...
Not next morning. Not next morning. What are you getting? You know when you have a sleepover with your friends, like, and you're all laying around in the dark, like, having, like, light chit-chat right before you go to bed? Take us through that light chit-chat.
69!
You were head to toe.
The end. There you go.
The end.
The long story short, people look good inside.
Let's switch gears, because I don't even know what that story was. I have a good one. Murray and I recently got asked to guest star on the show Bones on Fox. You know this show? Pretty cool. I never watched it. It was on for like a decade, right? So we got asked to come on, and this is like a big deal for us because it's a different type of show than our show.
Yeah.
It's a big budget show, 100 people on set, there's trailers, it costs a lot of money.
Oh yeah, our episodes are like $15.37 an episode. There's four dudes off Craigslist with handycams hanging out in trees.
We actually get paid in string cheese.
Right, so it's a big deal, right? And that day they're only shooting our scene, and our scene leads off the episode, and we're playing street sweepers that find a dismembered body, and the episode goes on from there. So the director comes up to us, it's the last shot of the day, we've done all our stuff, and I have to see the dismembered body and throw up, okay? And the way they do that is they attach a tank full of minestrone soup to the inside of my pants with a tube that runs up inside, and they tape it here. And I turn this way, and when I'm ready to throw up, I push a button in my pocket. Okay? So the director comes up to me and goes, you got it? It's idiot-proof, the thing's pressurized, you push that button, you throw up, we get out of here. I said, I don't have any rehearsal? Because you don't need any rehearsal, it's idiot-proof. So this is me trying to throw up.
Oh, look at that fella right there. Sal looks like he's about to misspell YMCA.
Looks like Jumbo Jimmy went to Arlington County.
Here we go.
Oh, wait, just 3, 2, 1, action. Okay. Ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1, action. Cutting.
He was throwing up from his neck.
Apparently I throw up through my trachea. So I didn't have this angle. Murray's filming this on his cell phone. He's not supposed to be, by the way. But I look over and he's bright pink and he's shaking laughing. And I thought I did great. I was like, nailed it. And the director comes over and he's like, what are you doing? You just threw up through your Adam's apple. I'm like, oh, I didn't know. You didn't give me a rehearsal. He goes, you don't need a rehearsal. The button's pressurized. It's idiot-proof. He kept saying that to me like I'm an idiot.
There's proof.
So he said, you ready? Let's take this again. And there's 80 people watching me. This is number 2.
2, 1, action!
That one looked like I had a small person in my mouth with a pitcher that was pouring the minestrone out.
I love so much about this. Look, the director's already given up. He's not even hiding the tube anymore that's running up the side of his leg. There's already throw up on the floor from the last time. But the main thing you guys can't see is off screen, hiding in the bushes. Ruthie is sucking the soul out of Sal's asshole.
It is so messed up that they made you gain weight for this role.
That was my call. All right, so he comes up to me now yelling, for real, like mean. He's like, dude, what are you doing? We're losing light. This is the last time I can take this shot. So you gotta nail this, otherwise I'm cutting the scene, okay? You're not pushing hard enough. And I went, fine, I'll push harder.
Wait just a little bit to start. There you go.
And 3, 2, 1, action!
Yo, that's how you fucking throw up.
That's right.
That's how you get sick. There's no way that director's coming up to me now like, you didn't push it hard enough.
Yeah. That's a mic drop throw up.
You see that shit? That's how I think we should all get sick. We don't feel well in 0.001 seconds, it's all over with.
I like how it's hitting the garbage can so hard it's shaking.
Pause that. Now the throw up's coming out of my mustache. It is moved from my trachea to my moustache.
I don't know if these are related, but Bones was canceled 2 weeks later.
It really was.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm shooting the devil out of my stomach. I could use my vomit as a weapon, so back up.
That's how I shit.
Joe shits through my mustache.
Right out of Sal's mustache. Right out of his moustache, I take a quick shit.
When Joe's got his shit, he tells me. I push the button in my pocket, and his shit shoots out of my moustache. That's it.
It's idiot proof.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'll tell you a story about a time at the end of the night that I threw up like that third part, like, but for real in my real life. I was in Amsterdam a couple years ago with my girlfriend, and we were like just walking around, and we stumbled upon the Royal Concert Hall, and the Amsterdam Symphony was there with Rufus Wainwright, who I learned later is this huge star. He's like a virtuoso singer. So we're like, oh my God, this is perfect. Let's go to the symphony, right?
Wow. Amsterdam, legalized drug, prostitution. Let's go to the symphony. What a blast. What a hoot.
No, touche. I am cultured, but to your point, we were like, well, we're in Amsterdam. Like, why don't we run across the street, buy a joint, right? Like, when in Rome, let's do it. So she runs across, she gets a joint, and we smoke it. Now, I don't normally dabble with the marijuana, right? So I smoked this thing real quick before we go in, and immediately I knew something was wrong. Immediately, I couldn't feel my arms or legs, like that. I'm like, whoa, this doesn't feel right. I've smoked marijuana before, and she goes, oh, don't worry about it, you're overreacting. I don't know, it says hash. It's hash, not marijuana.
The only hash Sal knows is hash brown.
That's right, and they don't serve those after 11 a.m., so it's not a hash brown. So I'm like, all right, I feel really weird. And we turn to go in, and I walk into that place like a meth head. I just like... We get in, it's real fancy inside, like the seats are velvet, people are in tuxedos. Like I wasn't expecting that. I was in like, I had like a backpack on shorts on, you know? I was like, I got like insecure and I felt like everyone was looking at me. So I just yelled out, like as soon as I get in there, tuxedo is a state of mind. It looked like James Bond, like in there, you know?
You're not James Bond, you're more like Paul Blart.
I agree with you.
I also was a tiny deal though. You said you were wearing
Shorts, backpack?
No, the backpack?
Yes.
You're telling these people you were wearing a backpack?
100%, yeah.
Backpack. Okay.
So, what?
That's it, fine, go ahead.
So we get in, we sit down. The second I sit down, I turn to my girlfriend, I go, we have to leave right now. And she goes, why? I go, because everybody in here wants to kill me. She goes, what? I go, everybody in here wants me dead. I'm telling you because you're my friend. I'm about to scream at the top of my lungs. I'm charging out of here. Right now. I also noticed that a woman in a wheelchair came in and situated herself in the aisle where I'm supposed to exit. I don't have my faculties. I have no agility in me from the marijuana. And I'm telling you that I'm going to take that woman out on my way out. Because it's either me or her, and it's not me. And I don't care if it's her. She's gonna learn a valuable lesson tonight. She says, you cannot knock over a woman in a wheelchair. I said, you don't tell me what I cannot do. I'm much like John Locke from Lost. So at that moment, the lights go down, and Rufus Wainwright comes out and he starts singing, and like I can't leave. So my attention goes to him. This man can sing. He's beautiful. The voice coming out of his mouth I can only describe as like a cherub fucked a dove, and then they had like that person.
That would not sound good. A cherub fucking a dove?
Port deposit 5 when doves cry.
I mean, a cherub had a kid, and that kid had an angelic.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
He's so beautiful that I get wrapped up in his voice, and in my mind, I start levitating out of my seat. Above the whole concert, I'm looking down, I start bawling. Tears are dropping from my face onto the top of people's heads. And I'm like, I'm beautiful. Everyone's beautiful. Life is beautiful. And then I just sat there for a little while, and I hit my seat again, and I can't breathe because I have a dry mouth. And I'm like, oh my God, these fuckers poisoned me. So I turned to her and I go, I can't breathe, they poisoned me. She goes, stop, they didn't poison you, you have a dry mouth. Go in your backpack, get a Ricola. I carry them. So I look down, and now my bag is like between 400 and 400 feet down on the ground. And I'm like, how am I? I am only a man. How am I supposed to get down 400 feet at this point in time? It's unreasonable. And then after like 10 to 12 minutes of just thinking about it, I'm like, oh, I'll reach. So I'm just like, here goes nada, and I'm like, whoosh. And then my hand extends 400 feet. I grab the bag, 400 feet back up. We're like 20-something minutes in at this point. I get the bag, I open it, I pull out a Ricola, it's individually wrapped. I'm staring at the Ricola like, this is quite the conundrum, because how am I supposed to penetrate this wrapper and extract this lemony lozenge treat? I'm only a man. So I start to try to rip it open, and in my head it's so loud, it's like, crack, 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 crack. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm calling attention to myself. And I turn to her and I go, oh, everybody mad? And she said, what? I said, everybody here mad. She said, why? I said, on account of my Ricola. She goes, no, nobody hears the Ricola. And then in that moment, Rufus Wainwright finished singing his first song. So, by all estimations, this has really only been about 3 minutes in. And he goes to speak for the first time, and the first thing that comes out of his mouth as he's singing like that is this. Hello, Amsterdam! I was like, what the hell's going on? So I turned to this old man next to me, white hair, tux. I go, oh, is he gay? He is. He's a very out gay man. Everyone knows that except me, apparently. The old guy looks at me with a face. And I look at him and go, what? Am I gay? Are we gay? Are me and him gay? The guy's looking at me like, what? I go, what do you, are me and him gay? And then in that moment, Rufus Wainwright in my head looks out and goes, Sal, Ricola. I was like, shit, that's the code word. Everyone here is gonna try to kill me right now. So I grab my girlfriend, I'm like, let's go. I'm dragging her out. We hit the aisle, I see the lady in the wheelchair. I'm like, I warned you. I said to her, I won. I charge up to one, I'm trying to get by and I can't. And I get so frustrated, I go, ah! And I scream at the lady in the wheelchair and throw the Ricola at her. And then we shoot out the door. We were there for one song.
I have a question. How much were tickets to this event?
The pair cost me $300 American dollars.
So it's 150. Sorry, it's 150 bucks a ticket. It was
$150 for the one song.
for one. That white-haired old man that you talked to, he paid 150 bucks for a first row ticket to see this. Oh, everybody's trying to kill me. Everybody's trying to kill me. Wow. I'm so beautiful. I'm so beautiful. Everybody mad? Am I gay?
Pretty much.
That looks like you were at the casino last night at 2 a.m.
I never thought about that man's experience.
Well, you're the bad guy in that guy's story, and you're with him together, two villains.
That is true. We both told the story and didn't realize you were the schmucks.
You know what? If he smoked hash before that show, he thinks that was his hallucination, the way you were acting.
I get outside, the cold air hits my face, I like take a deep breath, but I still have the dry mouth, right? So I go in my fanny pack to get out.
Fanny pack! Fanny pack! It's a fanny pack! He was lying to you good people. We knew it wasn't a backpack. He famously travels with a fanny pack.
Why would you lie?
I don't have to answer to anyone about my packs. Back or fanny. I go in it to get a Ricola out, because I still have the dry mouth. But there's no Ricola. For the first time in this bit, there's no Ricola in it. This is like a small totes umbrella and a couple of condoms, probably way past expiration. And that's it. But this means odds are high that I threw a condom at the lady in the wheelchair.
Somebody's getting lucky.
Yeah. That's a shocker. The fanny pack was stuffed full with expired condoms. Yes, spoiler alert.
The fact that you put condoms in the fanny pack ever is optimism at its finest.
For a future that will never be.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like putting a jet fuel in a submarine. That's what I love, though, that you actually, we knew that he travels with a fanny pack, because we know each other so well, right? The four of us have been doing this forever. People always ask us, how did it start, how did it begin? It really just started on the streets of New York City, having fun, making each other laugh, right? We used to play this game called Take, Make, Fake on the streets of New York, where you would just take something, make something, fake something, right? Just fill in the blank. So we said, for this tour, you know what, we want to take it back and go and play that game again on the streets of New York City and do this video for you guys. Take a look.
The top light's gotta be on, that's why. If the top light's not on, someone's in it. Hey, this guy right here. Oh, thank you. Okay, guys, thank you, guys. Hi, guys. So that was take a cab?
Yeah,
Take a cab. He's taking it. Dude, take a cab, not take a cab from behind. Oh, you guys weren't clear. Hello. Hi, sir. How are you? Oh my gosh, cold out there. We got a winter storm coming in. Anyways, take care, guys. Thanks. I just faked the cab. I'm pretty sure you all get 3 cents, Harry. All right, thank you for stopping, sir. Our time together is brief, but I want you to know it's been valuable to me. Yes, 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 yes. No, 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 no. Yes. Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. And our time together is done. Taxi, taxi, taxi. Thank you so much. Thank you. No.
Now it's a standoff.
This is a game of chicken right now. This guy won't pull away because he knows Murray's going to try to jump back in. And Murray won't jump back in, so this guy tries to pull away. Pop it. Pop it, it's locked. It's locked, pop it. Oh, you want me to pop it? Can you pop it? Pop the car's locked, pop it. Pop it. Uber for Joe, pop it. Pop this shit, it's cold out here. I'm gonna get 2 stars. Uber for Joe. Uber for Joe. Uber for Joe. Pop that. You pop that quick? You pop that? You pop that quick?
You pop that?
Uber for Joe. Uber for Joe. Uber for Sal. Oh, you're not? Oh, okay. You know Gerald? Oh, but this is a Range Rover? It's my car. Oh, shit. Sorry, dude. Can you help me with the corner? No. Okay. Sorry. God bless. How's it going? Uber for Joe? Thanks. Uber for Joe. I was going to 45th and last.
What? Hey, who's this guy?
Oh, this is Eliza.
Eliza?
Yeah.
Aw, how old is she?
6 months.
Do you mind if I?
Of course.
Oh, she's
You too.
Don't support the head, right? Yeah, I'm not a big.
She's even like, be careful. That shit's soft, a soft head.
She's so cute.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, let me ask you something. Now, let me ask you. It's fake. It's fake.
Sal walking by. Sal walking by.
That's like a fake too. I didn't know it was coming. Look at Sal. He's gone.
Oh my God! What is this?
Can't breathe. Life.
Bro, I can't breathe.
The front wheels aren't even on the ground.
How's it going?
It doesn't look real in any way. Get your foot in.
Relax. You can't just put a foot somewhere.
Stop being a man. Stop being a man.
Put your foot in because it's out the full side.
Hey, videotape.
I have to get out for a second. I can't breathe.